We starting
That was
over?
weird. Okay, there we go. We're back live. Okay. We're back live with Coach Barbie Thomas. I don't know what happened, why it ended shortly, but we are back live with Coach Barbie Thomas here. I want Coach Barbie to share her story, and then we're going to get into fitness on arms. So, Coach Barbie, if you don't mind sharing your story, we've got a lot of new people tuning in because for the first time ever, we're streaming this Giving Tuesday live stream, not just on Facebook, not on Instagram, but on Facebook, YouTube, and nubability.org.
Yep. Hopefully, you're going to reach a lot of people that way.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm hoping we can post it to Instagram later too.
Yes, I think we can download it and share it to Instagram.
Awesome. So my story, I'll keep it pretty short, but I lost my arms when I was 2.5 in an electrical accident, and have been living without my arms ever since. But I still lead a very full life. I grew up in swim team and dance and soccer. I went to school. I went to college. Got married, had kids, raised them. They're out of the house now, and now I'm just trying to help other people. I mean, primarily kids, but that are also missing their arms or missing hands, or I like to help people however I can. So
I love that. I love that. And I love that about you. Coach Barbie has been with us. I thought that we were live, so I've done this twice now, but Coach Barbie has been with us since 2013, since we decided to take the camp from Greenville, Illinois, where I was playing college baseball, and move it to my amazing hometown of DuQuoin, Illinois. And Coach Barbie flew all the way from Arizona to work with kids just like her. And Coach, you've seen kids grow through our program. Literally, how has that been?
That is probably the most awesome part, because I remember the first year I came, I was kind of overwhelmed before camp actually started, at the barbecue meet and greet. And I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And then camp started, and I think I just fell in love with the kids. And I think the kids actually do as much for us coaches as we do for them. I think they change us too. So that is a pretty cool part, watching them grow and gain confidence. And, when they learn something new or something they've been wanting to do, and like tying their shoes, it's awesome to see their pride and their joy when they get to do something like that.
And you helped us to bring alive our only limb difference specialty clinic, which is Fitness Unarmed. And
Right.
You not only helped us bring it to life, you've helped us gather the donors, gather the sponsors, and find the kids for this camp. How important is this Fitness Unarmed camp for our children who are born missing their arms?
I think it's really important because, they go to all the other camps, and they can do most of the same stuff, but I think having no arms, like missing both arms especially, is not real common. There's not a lot of us. And so to have someone like me, or, like our other coaches, Anna and Teresa, and, whoever, who have already been through this stuff and learned how to get through life and function, and we can pass that information and that experience on to these kids who are coming up and their parents. I think it's huge. I know how big the deal it was for me to have a mentor, someone to teach me, how to, button my pants or whatever. It was huge because, my parents, they both have all 4 of their limbs, so they didn't know, how to teach me how to do certain things. So I think it's an awesome opportunity and responsibility, really, on my part and our other coaches to help these kids and their parents.
Barbie, as one of our first coaches, in 2013, you were one of, I think, 20 coaches in that year. To see where Nubability has gone today, could you have imagined that after that first year? Could you have imagined the growth that you've experienced?
No, it's grown a lot. It just keeps getting better and better. And I think you take in everyone's feedback every year from camps and learn from it and try to better camp and how smoothly it's run and staying on time and how to schedule things better. And I think that's important too, because you do listen and it gets better.
Well, I've learned from growing up that you're never if you're the smartest person in the room, it's time to get out of the room. You can always learn from every situation. We've watched our kids grow from 4 to 17. Is there any of the campers that stick out to you that you've just really been kind of enamored with their growth as both a athlete and as a person?
One of my kiddos, and you know him well, it's the Rad Thad. He, I think, has come a long way because he's really come out of his shell. Um, I think his confidence shows. He's not as fearful anymore at all now. He used to be when he first came to camp. And I think now he just shines and he does amazing. He's a beast.
He is a beast. He cheats in the throwing block game. If Thad is watching, Coach Sam is coming for that title in May 4th through the 7th. We've got our fitness unarmed.
Our third one, yep.
Third one. And what can families expect from this? Either different from this year, or what can they expect compared to last year? How are we going to make fitness unarmed better here in 2023?
Last year, well, I guess it was actually this year, earlier this year, we had it in March because I was thinking, oh, it'll be a little bit cooler than trying to do it in May. And that just didn't work out well because that's kind of prime vacation season here, spring break. Everyone wants to be here where it's warm, and hotel rates were ridiculous. And thank God we had plenty of donations that we were able to help with that. But we're going to go back to May this year, the first week of May. So it'll be a little bit warmer, but not too bad. We'll be inside most of the time. So inside the air conditioning. Also, we are going to be at Elevate Fitness for our gym portion, which will be on Saturday, the 6th. And that's pretty cool. They've got all kinds of equipment. They've got extra rooms that we can use. It's going to be pretty awesome. Lots of awesome coaches there too who will be willing to jump in and help.
Barbie, we get this all the time from parents, but they'll be like, my child's not really interested in sport. How could they benefit from these camps? So when a parent asks that question, what would your answer be?
Well, that's one thing that's kind of cool about my camp is it's not just a sports camp. There's not a specific sport really. This is mainly focusing on, how I've learned through my experience how to keep my body strong and flexible and out of pain, because using our bodies the way we foot users do, we kind of get twisted and our hips get really sore on our backs. And I've learned to use physical fitness and stretch therapy, massage therapy, strength training to keep my body strong, to keep me more aligned, to keep me out of pain, or at least keep pain down to a minimum. And so I think that's primarily what my camp is about. I mean, yeah, it's fitness oriented for sure, but it's all things that are going to help these kids as they grow to stay out of pain. And I mean, the gymnastic stuff, that's fun, but that's primarily, we do a lot of balance work there. And a lot of kids, especially the younger ones without arms, their balance isn't great. It's hard to run. It's hard to, do a lot of things just because our center of gravity is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And they're learning that, especially the younger ones. So that's why I incorporated stuff at gymnastics, like the trampoline and the balance beam, and yes, the blocks, the foam pits, those are always fun. But
which Thad cheats. I want that on the record. He cheats.
I don't know if it's Thad or you, but anyway, and the other thing about my camp is that I try to incorporate a whole or a session of it to just regular daily activities that we need to learn in life, and I try to have the parents let me know what their kids are needing to work on. Sometimes the kids will pipe up and say what they need, but not usually. It's the parents, and it's usually bathroom stuff, dressing stuff. Last year we had some cooking questions and how I function in the kitchen, so we got to work on that, and so that I think is probably my favorite part of my camp because um, it's going to be so beneficial for them for their whole lives and just learning to be independent and function, when their parents aren't around. Um, and so I enjoy that part because I have that experience to pass on.
One thing I've loved about your camp is that you have evolved the workouts every year to challenge the next. Like first camp was challenging, second camp was boot camp compared to that other camp, which is awesome because I think too often in life, Barbie, people look at children with limb differences and they immediately start feeling sorry for them or not willing to push them in fear. What would you tell those people who are afraid to push our kids?
Push our kids. I mean, sometimes we need that extra push, extra encouragement, maybe, especially when they're younger. They might be a little shy or not have as much confidence yet, but I think they need to be pushed so they can see their potential and see what they're capable of doing. Um, and then they get excited and they want to do more. Like, look at Thad. Look at, I don't know if you probably remember Charlie this year. We thought, well, she may not be able to do a whole lot, but we want her to do what she can. We don't want her to be in pain because she has other issues, not just her arms. But and that girl rocked it. She just kept going and going and going and going. And we were so proud of her, and her mom was just amazed. Um, so I say push our kids. There's no reason not to. We're capable of so much more than sometimes even we think. So push our kids. And I think that's important for parents too, to push their kids and not coddle them so much. Don't be afraid that they're going to not be able to do something and get their feelings hurt. I mean, that's part of life. Sometimes we get our feelings hurt, but I always say you don't know if you can do something if you don't try. So you have to at least try it. I think if there's something you want to do, then try it and try different ways if you have to. Try it 50 different ways if you have to, and we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. I think about all the experiences we've had together and all the different camps that we've attended, and we've attended some as more of like a consulting base as well. What do you think sets us at Novability apart there?
I didn't hear that last part. You kind of cut out there.
Oh, sorry. Ability apart from all the other camps out there.
I haven't been to a lot of other camps, but I think the fact that, we just touched on it, that we push our kids to not only, play sports, but excel in them and not just on the sidelines, but in mainstream sports too, and I think a lot of the other camps kind of, I mean, the ones that I've been to, they always focus on, arts and crafts or music, which that's all awesome. But sports are a huge thing. And I think it's important for our kids to know that they can play them. They can play any sport they want. We may have to adapt, but we can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, like I said, I love the evolution that you've created with your program. Talk about how you challenged kids this past year, and then can we have like a sneak peek of what's going to be challenging for this year's camp to challenge your kids' strength and challenge their competitiveness?
Well, I haven't actually sat down to plan everything yet, but we are going to be in a gym, and our kids are going to be a little bigger. And so I'm thinking we can actually use some of the machines this year. Well, for some of the kids, not all of them, obviously. And I think that's going to be pretty cool, especially because Thad's always like, oh, yeah, make it harder, make it harder. So, So, I will do my best.
Yeah, we loved the Jeep push this past year. I know the kids really dug into that. With a family who's really thinking of coming to this camp and saying, "Man, I don't know. It just seems a little steep to make it there." Barbie, this past year, we put 76% of all of our campers on scholarship of some think is a crazy number. I don't think there's another organization out there that is giving 76% of their campers scholarships, which is still just phenomenal to me.
Yeah, not only that, but I do think Navability tries to keep the cost down for
Mm-hmm.
families. I mean, obviously it costs money to run camps and to fly coaches places and hotels. Obviously it does cost money. So, we have to charge them something, but I know that Navability tries to keep it to a minimum, and
Mm-hmm.
some of the other camps don't. From some of the prices I've heard of the other camps, it's I can't believe it. But um,
And we're all about taking a loss if it helps getting the kids there, and
well,
that's something we've
that's
seen.
another awesome thing is I have so many connections, and we've gotten such awesome sponsorships and scholarships and donations from people that we've been able, at least from my camp, to fly a lot of the people here,
Mm-hmm.
help with the hotel expenses.
Yeah.
Um, so they don't really have to pay much. And not only that, but I try to get all the meals covered. So I think all of our meals but one last year um, were donated. And
Yes.
that meal, we only had to pay 50% of it. So I do work hard to try to make sure everyone's got food for every meal,
Mm-hmm.
plenty of, waters and Gatorades and ice. And, I want our kids taken care of and not have to pay too much out of pocket.
And I love that, Barbie, and that's a lot of why we've adapted the whenever we created the scholarship program and we started thinking, how are we going to be able to turn away a kid? And I immediately said it, and then my dad backed me up, is that we're not going to ever tell a kid no. And so then we got to the point where, okay, well, how do we fill a scholarship program? It's like, well, we're just going to let them apply, and then they receive a scholarship, and then if we don't have the money, we'll go find the money. And I feel like doing that has almost like opened us up to be able to go and find that money easier for those kids. And I love the work that you've done on this Fitness Unarmed camp because of you last year we were able, and our sponsors, we were able to cover all hotel rooms and all flights for the families that flew in. It was, I mean, that doesn't happen at a lot of our camps. I wish it did. It could if all these people
Right.
who donate, especially today.
That's it.
Yeah, especially today. The SI Southern Illinois Community Foundation has increased the amount of every donation made to Navability. So anytime a donation is made, it's going to be increased. I don't know the exact percentage, but it could be, you donate 500 and SI gives you 550. That could be something like that. But we're
Right.
really, really excited for the opportunity to find ways to serve more kids to the point where, I mean, as you've seen in 2013, what were you doing? Like 3 camps, I think, in 2013 at that time. I think we did Florida,
Right.
DuQuoin, and then we did one other one that I can't remember what it was. It might have been Nashville. And then to now, here in 2023, we're planning on 16 camps.
Right. Well, and I think some of that was due to COVID and not being able to have summer camp. And so we found, or you found, other ways to still serve these kids and ended up having to go all over the place. But I think it's been worth it.
And
So,
that I'll never
yeah.
forget, COVID as I felt like COVID was. It was a motivator that we needed to do more. And I feel like we're getting there. I never want to say we're there because one there. I want to. What do you feel like has been what's been the most impactful moment through Nubbability that you've experienced? I know there's a lot,
Oh,
but
there's a lot of them, but one story that I will never forget, and it really has nothing to do with sports, but at the first fitness unarmed camp, Sophie was there, and it was her first camp ever. So it was her first time being around other kids like her, other people like her. And it was the first night at our pizza party, the meet and greet. She had fun. And the next morning, I saw all the kids, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, did you have fun last night? And she said, yeah. She was kind of shy, And I said, what was your favorite part? And she just kind of looked at me and said, all of it. And I was like, okay, cool. We had fun. Then her mom goes, no, 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 wait a minute. I'm going to tell you what she told me. And I said, okay. She said that it was her first time ever to go somewhere where everyone's eating, go to a party, everyone's eating, and no one was staring at her.
Wow.
And that hit me because I remember being that age, and I remember thinking that everyone's staring at me. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I thought they were, and yeah, that meant a lot to me that she got to experience just being at a party and having fun and no one staring. And the other thing, Thad, Thad was always so quiet around me. I always thought, oh, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like to talk to me. He was just just kind of kept to himself. It was hard to get more than one word answers out of him, And after the first camp, he came and sat next to me in the hot tub, actually, because remember, it was a little bit chilly that night at the pool. And he was talking to me, and then he said, Coach Barbie, you're going to have this camp again next year? I was thinking it was going to be a one-time thing. And I was like, do you want me to? And he just like, yeah. So, that meant a lot to me. And then like this year, seeing Charlie just really shine, that stuff means a lot. Not only that, but the parents. I think we can't go without mentioning how good it is for the parents, because they get to meet other parents who are going through the same struggles. Their kids are going through the same struggles. They're trying to learn some of the same tasks, trying to, function the same way. And I think it is great for the parents to have each other, get to meet each other and talk to each other. And they kind of have their own little community too, and they can confide in each other and help each other. So I think that's awesome too. So I think camp does as much good for the parents as it does for the kids, really.
Absolutely. What do you think, if you had to guess most impactful on the kids, what do you think has really caused our kids to thrive so much better than in other situations?
Well, because we have awesome kids. but I think it's because they gain so much confidence at our camps from seeing other coaches. I think because our coaches are like them.
Mm-hmm.
They get to meet coaches who look just like them, who have the same, missing limbs or whatever. They meet coaches who are just like them. And I think it shows them, oh man, I can do these things. I'm going to be okay in life. And wow, Coach so-and-so is independent. I can be too. And look how happy they are. And they're not hiding their nubs. I don't have to hide my nubs either, which was another thing that was Sophie, the first year of camp. It was hot outside. It was May, and we were working out, and it was hot. And she was working out in her shorts or leggings and sports bra. And her mom said, man, she's never done that before. She always keeps her shoulders, her nubs covered. And she was just, she was totally fine with it, just being out there like that. So, it's confidence that shows. And I think that's probably from seeing our coaches, that we're not ashamed of our nubs.
I love that. If you had one message to a donor who's considering donating to Nubbability today, what would it be?
I would say give all you can, because Nubbability is an organization that it really is put to good use. It's put towards the kids. We're not foundering it. We're not, it's not just going into someone's pockets. Everything that gets donated to Nubability goes towards our kids and our camps, and really is helpful and beneficial for all these kids. And like I said, not only for sports, but life, learning they can function and be independent in life. So they learn life skills, not just sports.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so I've ended this with every coach the same way.
Okay.
I think I left out one. Favorite funny story with having nubs. What was your favorite? What was the favorite story? I know I have one of you, but I don't know if I should tell it on here. No, I definitely want to hear whether it was a prank you played on somebody.
Oh, well, it wasn't at camp though. It was just yesterday. I don't know if that counts.
Oh, it counts. Absolutely.
Yesterday I had a recliner delivered to my house, and the arms of the chair were set aside, right? They came in separately. And the guy said, oh, well, I've got the arms are over here. And I go, oh, cool. Did you bring me any? he just kind of looked at me and he was like, yeah, the arms are over here. And I go, oh, dude, that just went right over your head. He's like, oh, well, I wanted to laugh, but I wasn't sure if I should. He's like, I'm glad you have a sense of humor. So I like to mess with people. But I remember one, I think it might have been my first, no, it was probably my second year at camp, summer camp. And I was with tumbling, when tumbling and cheer were together. And two little girls, it was Maya and, oh, are they both Maya?
Both Maya, yeah.
Both Mayas, because we call them the Mayas. And they were sitting there poking at each other's nubs going, oh, yours feels squishy. Oh, yours feels hard. And I just thought it was so cute. They were exploring each other's nubs.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this story. Do you remember when we went and consulted for Hands to Love and kind of did like a little thing? And we went to a hot dog stand that was called the Slaw Dogs. Remember they had the big sign, the Slaw Dogs. And so we walk up to the hot dog stand and we go into the menu. And I remember asking the guy, I'm like, what's a slaw dog? And you can just tell this guy was under the influence of something, right? He was, he's like, you know what a slaw is? It's like, yeah. It's like, you know what a hot dog is? Yeah. It's on it. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like, okay, what can I get for you? I was like, I'll take a slaw dog. He's like, all right, what do you want on it? I was like, slaw. He's like, oh, okay. And then we get to the line, and Barbie's like, I'm gonna cover everybody's meal. And so Barbie gets in there, and Barbie keeps her wallet in her bra, and she reaches in with her toe and pulls out the card.
I might have had my debit card in my, yeah.
Hands it to the guy, charges everything. The guy's you can just tell he's like not there anymore, and signs it with her foot with prettier handwriting than I could ever put on a piece of paper. And Barbie walks back to the table, and I stood there waiting on the meal, and I go, what do you think of that? And the guy just straight face just goes, just like mind blown. That is one of my favorite moments to this day. But I also loved I think it was camp second or third year in DuQuoin, you and Miss Dixie playing piano together. I think it was Fer de Lis. Is that right?
Yes.
How long did it take you to learn? You still play?
I don't still play. I don't remember how to play anything. That's just one of the few. I was in piano from the time piano and organ from the time I was, I think 5 or 6 till 12 or so. And then I did it a little bit as an adult for a little while, but yeah, I don't remember really much, but I remember that. And Miss Dixie wanted to duet with me.
I love that. It was so awesome. So today's Giving Tuesday. Go on www.nubability.org. Donate today. SI Foundation is increasing every donation. When you give any amount of money whatsoever, you get the sticker package with a wristband. And for the next 30 minutes, anybody who gives will have the opportunity to get a Fitness Unarmed shirt to go along with our launch of our Fitness Unarmed camp taking place May 4th through the 7th. Anybody who donates $35 gets this awesome selfie light. Just clips right to your phone. Cover up the camera and bam, brightens up the darkest of days. $75 gets an umbrella and a t-shirt. So you have a chance to get 2 t-shirts if you do $75 donation.
Ooh, that's almost a wardrobe.
You get the encouragement packet, the Nubability Encouragement Pack, which comes with a Nike Nubability backpack signed by our coaches with all kinds of encouraging messages. There's some form of sporting equipment in each bag. It's a random pick. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, right, Barbie? And then to go along with that, as a personal thank you, I'm going to give you guys a copy of my book, Game Changer: How to Thrive When Life Doesn't Go According to Plan. We really appreciate every single one of our donors, sponsors, volunteers, coaches. Nubability doesn't happen without you guys. And Barbie here, who fly from all over the country and volunteer their time to our kids. And what you guys do is you help us to get that mentor in front of those kids and really give them the courage and confidence through sport to go on and conquer life. Coach Barbie, last final thoughts, anything you want anybody who's watching to really know about Nubability or why they should support us?
Well, I think we pretty much touched on all that already, but I mean, really, this helps our kids tremendously. Like I said, not only in sports, but in life. So your donations, your gifts, your sponsorships and scholarships really do help.
Well, Coach Barbie, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and play the Fitness Unarmed video one more time for anybody who wasn't able to see it. Or maybe I won't. Maybe it's not there no more. Play some videos for everybody, and we will be back at 4 o'clock talking with Nick Pryor about another camp coming to the Phoenix, Arizona area, our Cactus Classic Basketball Clinic coming May 13th through the 14th and going to be held at Ability 360 in Phoenix. So we'll be back with that. Coach Barbie, have a great day. Love you as always. Can't wait to see you in May, hopefully sooner. And hope you're doing well. And please give our in the Arizona area.
Thank you. See you soon.
Have a great day.
You too.
Have a great day, Coach.
Bye.
And bye. Okay, and then we'll go here and video.
I like camp because it has people that teach me that are the same. Like I have a nub and they have a nub.
If I had this growing up, I feel like I would be a completely different person in the best way possible. I love being a part of this.
Kids should definitely come to camp because you can actually be yourself without having people judge you or stare at you.
Nubability, I just feel like another athlete. It's amazing just to see that I'm not the only one missing a limb.
That's the kind of heart and drive that these kids have. Once you give them the tools, they're going to run with you.
I know for a fact that this is going to go for a lot longer and it's going to be able to help a lot more kids that look like us. And I can't wait to ever miss another nub camp ever. So,
let's go. Let it be known. Nubs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nubs!
I like the fact that we get to do sports the whole time.
Set. Hut. Hey, what's your favorite part about camp?
The tackling drills.
On your mark, get set, go!
We fall or get hurt, you know, it's like, it's okay, get up, you know,
Good to go, huh?
because we're all together.
3, 2, 1, go need to! Ready, set, go!
No, I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. No, and I don't need to. I take a breath and breathe through all the stress and evil. We're all just different people. Stop making up excuses. You don't want to challenge me, fool. Step onto the court and watch how fast I take the lead, dude. With speed too, never ability is decrease. And Kuna reaching heights that no one else has ever reached to, because he never quit trying to thread the needle. And when he steps up to the mound, you know he's pitching heat. Woo! I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose. Up another ability, athletics and agility. Welcome to the camp of perseverance and tranquility. We believe that you can be anything you have the will to be. Believe in yourself. In any competition you'll defeat, you could become a legend, like Bo Jackson or Pistol Pete. And should you take a loss, you gotta brush it off and still compete. Keep building your talents day and night, and even in your sleep. Dreams become reality if you reach within, go really deep. I have no excuses, I don't need to always on repeat. No matter what the challenge be, just don't give up and never cheat. And Kuna never did, cause giving up is too easy. I'm happy that he didn't, cause he found another ability. A camp where we make friends who never limit capabilities. And if you're feeling shy, I hope our coaches make you feel it ease, or help bring out your inner beast. I hope you really feel this beat. I give it all I got, and I'm bringing all my energy. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose.
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
No, I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. No, and I don't need to. I take a breath and breathe through all the stress and evil. We're all just different people. Stop making up excuses. You don't want to challenge me, fool. Step onto the court and watch how fast I take the lead, dude. With speed too, never ability is decreased. Sam Cooner reaching heights that no one else has ever reached to because he never quit. Trying to thread the needle, and when he steps up to the mound, you know he's pitching heat. Woo! No, I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose. Up another ability, athletics and agility. Welcome to the camp of perseverance and tranquility. We believe that you can be anything you have the will to be. Believe in yourself. In any competition you'll defeat, you could become a legend, like Bo Jackson or Pistol Pete. And should you take a loss, you gotta brush it off and still compete. Keep building your talents day and night, and even in your sleep. Dreams become reality if you reach within, go really deep. I have no excuses, I don't need to always on repeat. No matter what the challenge be, just don't give up and never cheat. Sam Cooner never did, cause giving up is too easy. I'm happy that he didn't, cause he found another ability. A camp where we make friends who never limit capabilities. And if you're feeling shy, I hope our coaches make you feel at ease, or help bring out your inner beast. I hope you really feel this beat. I give it all I got, and I'm bringing all my energy. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose.
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. No, and I don't need to. I take a breath and breathe through all the stress and evil. We're all just different people. Stop making up excuses. You don't wanna challenge me, fool. Step onto the court and watch how fast I take the lead, dude. With speed too, never ability is decreased. Sam Cooner reaching heights that no one else has ever reached to, because he never quit trying to thread the needle. And when he steps up to the mound, you know he's pitching heat. Woo! I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose. Up another ability, athletics and agility. Welcome to the camp of perseverance and tranquility. We believe that you can be anything you have the will to be. Believe in yourself, in any competition you'll defeat. You could become a legend, like Bo Jackson or Pistol Pete. And should you take a loss, you gotta brush it off and still compete. Keep building your talents day and night, and even in your sleep. Dreams become reality if you reach within, go really deep. I have no excuses, I don't need to always on repeat. No matter what the challenge be, just don't give up and never cheat. Sam Cooner never did, cause giving up is too easy. I'm happy that he didn't, cause he found another ability. A camp where we make friends who never limit capabilities. And if you're feeling shy, I hope our coaches make you feel it ease, or help bring out your inner beast. I hope you really feel this beat. I give it all I got, and I'm bringing all my energy. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose.
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
No, I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. No, and I don't need to. I take a breath and breathe through all the stress and evil. We're all just different people. Stop making up excuses. You don't wanna challenge me, fool. Step onto the court and watch how fast I take the lead, dude. With speed too, never ability is decreased. Sam Cooner reaching heights that no one else has ever reached to, because he never quit trying to thread the needle. And when he steps up to the mound, you know he's pitching heat. Woo! I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to. You know you're going to lose. Up another ability, athletics and agility. Welcome to the camp of perseverance and tranquility. We believe that you can be anything you have the will to be. Believe in yourself, in any competition you'll defeat. You could become a legend, like Bo Jackson or Pistol Pete. And should you take a loss, you gotta brush it off and still compete. Keep building your talents day and night, and even in your sleep. Dreams become reality if you reach within, go really deep. I have no excuses, I don't need to always on repeat. No matter what the challenge be, just don't give up and never cheat. Sam Cooner never did, cause giving up is too easy. I'm happy that he didn't, cause he found another ability. A camp where we make friends who never limit capabilities. And if you're feeling shy, I hope our coaches make you feel it ease, or help bring out your inner beast. I hope you really feel this beat. I give it all I got, and I'm bringing all my energy. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to know I can beat you. You know you're gonna need to, or else you're going to lose. I know I don't need to, you know you're going to lose.
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.